Hey guys, Randomz here. Welcome to the first episode of the series we're going to do with these tier lists for Gorillaz albums. I might do other artists in the future, and I'm debating if this will be a premiere or not. I think I'm going to go through with it as of right now. So, follow my Twitter, link in the description below if you guys like, subscribe. We do anything random on the channel. But for all my Twitter followers, you guys knew ahead of time this video was going to happen. For others, it just popped out of nowhere. I'll probably give a couple days in advance for the premiere. Like I said, this is before, so I'm not sure if I probably will do a premiere. So we are doing the Gorillaz self-titled album Gorillaz tier list. For my rules, S, A, B, C, D, F, and I usually put I don't know for other tier lists, but I mean it's Gorillaz, so I know every song and I know where I'm gonna put it. Also for this album self-titled, we'll throw in this video the G sides, so the ones that didn't make it, which every artist should do that. That's pretty cool how Gorillaz does that. They have like a little side album for the songs that didn't make the cut. That's real cool. So we're gonna include that. Then for Demon Days, we'll include we call it Demon Sides. And then for Plastic Beach, I'm gonna try to search every listenable full-length C-side type of, because there was never a C-sides official, but there are some music that are out there. Or how do I word that? That there's C-sides, and we're gonna include that, even though it's unofficial. But those are official songs that are out there. They just didn't come with the C-sides, which kind of sucks. But anyway, for the sides album, they will be included with the major album. So G-sides will be included in this one. So let's go ahead and start. So the first song that kicks it all off for Gorillaz, Rehash. For the first ever song that you're going to hear in the first ever album, Rehash, it's, usually the first song, wouldn't you guys agree the first song's supposed to be the best for every artist? Maybe not, but for Rehash, it's okay. I put this one in the B tier. It's, I'd give it C tier, but the reason it's B tier is because it's the first ever song for Gorillaz on the first ever album. So you get little bonus points because of that. And it does have a good, tune to it. So that's all I have to say about Rehash. Did they say it's the money or stop? Is that what they say? It's the money or stop the entire time. But Rehash, B tier.
This is 5-4. That's right.
Then next up, 5-4. One of the people will probably say this is like top 10 Gorillaz songs. For me though, you think I was gonna say something negative or kind of he doesn't like it? 5-4. We reacted to that amazing. You can check that video out. That amazing art or fan. They took the storyboard and the fans came together and they made their own official one. That was really cool. And let me just say, I rewatched that video and I said holograms, but it was actually holograms is their name. I'm pretty sure holograms. So my apologies, but even the artist the man behind the video, he even commented on that video. So thank you very much. It was awesome. It was really good. It was smooth. All of it was awesome. But 5-4 is really good. And for me, I put in the S tier. I rarely put anything in the S tier. S tier is supposed to be rare for me. Let me just say, for all these videos that I'm gonna be doing for tier lists, I'm a hard critic. Or it's just it's my opinion, and I respect all opinions, even yours in the comments below. You gotta respect mine. No negativity, okay? But 5-4, it deserves my S tier because nothing is wrong with it. The only thing is it's short. Maybe add another verse in there or another. Maybe make it longer. But we could just hit replay all the time, okay? So an infinite replay button with 5-4. Nothing is wrong with 5-4. All of it's awesome. It's just that and then. The whole thing, it's awesome. 5-4 doesn't fail. S tier hands down. Then the next one, technically not the first ever music video because it wasn't supposed to be 5-4, but it was a storyboard. But I guess I don't know, technically or not. Isn't this the first one, the first music video? So it's Tomorrow Comes Today. Let me just make sure. Okay, I'm right. I have the album just to be safe. When I was taking the tier list, I did it in order too, but I'm just trying to play it safe. So Tomorrow Comes Today. Pretty simple music video, but we're going off of the, if you've seen the Bananas documentary, he said how, we only got a month to do this. But it wasn't that bad. It was pretty heavy on the visuals, not much animation, but for what he had to do in the time, it was fine. It's a very relaxing one, and whenever 2D or Damon, whatever you want to go with. Let me just say there's clouds, so if the lighting looks off, ignore it. But with Damon or 2D, whatever you want, the lyric where he says, "Don't know if I'll be here too long." When I heard it for the first time, I get goosebumps when I hear that lyric, or my eyes kind of water too. That's the way he says it, kind of brings me down with him, or I don't know. That's a heavy lyric for me when he says that part. But Tomorrow Comes Today. I put in the B tier. Now let me explain with my tier lists. Notice how Rehash was in B tier, but Tomorrow Comes Today is closer to the letter B. This is for tiebreakers. So Tomorrow Comes Today is a bit better than Rehash. They're in the same tier, but whatever song is closest to the letter, I like it more. So I like Tomorrow Comes Today better than Rehash. Just as a little tiebreaker, that's how I do it. I didn't make this tier list. I just searched it up and it was there. And then for the G sides, no one made a tier list for that. So I just kind of did my own thing, which I just did it in the little notes, but we'll get to that. But Tomorrow Comes Today, B tier, better than Rehash. It's a relaxing song, kind of semi-relaxing. That's all I have to say. B tier. That's all I have to say, so we'll keep moving forward. Don't trust people you meet. Okay, I hope I don't regret this. I have the actual song playing on a low volume on my TV. I may have to do that for the reaction videos, because I'm trying to find, I noticed people, how do I explain? I seen a guy react to the Now Now, and it was in his car, and it was the speakers playing. He didn't get copyright. He listened to the whole thing. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do that, listen to the whole thing and not get copyrighted, because Gorillaz is hard with copyright. That's why with some of my reactions, it's like, hey, we noticed that you uploaded a reaction, but it got taken down. What happened? It's because of copyright. That's why. But anyway, New Genius Brother Sister, or whatever he says. Brother Sister, don't trust people you know, or something like that. This one's whatever for me. I used to kind of like it more, but for me, it's C tier. Which C tier for me is average. I don't know, it just doesn't hit with me with this song, but I'll still listen to it. But it's just C tier for me. Okay, Clint Eastwood. Okay, so this is the first time I'm gonna have to explain this, and then when we go to Feel Good and the Demon Days, I'll explain it over there too. But for overrated songs, the songs that make Gorillaz known, but they're just, in my opinion, it's really overrated, and Clint Eastwood's the first one. It's just when a song's overrated, I can't. People are like, you better put an S tier, but for me, I can't do it. I can't put an S tier. I think the song's overrated, but I still respect people who like the song. I still respect it. I don't hate it, but I'm putting it in the B tier. But I like it better than Rehash. But I still like Tomorrow Comes Today better, which people probably bash me, but hey, opinions with the Z, guys. Opinions, okay? And I respect all of them. But for me, the song is too overrated. Music video is cool. With in my opinion, in the album version, you should have left Murdoch's laugh at the start. That would have been pretty cool. But it's really overrated, so I had to put it in B tier. But at least it's not average. It's good with the beat, and then we'll get to the G sides of Clint Eastwood in the future of this video. But it's so overrated in my opinion. But B tier, Clint Eastwood. This is a Breakfast Club. All right, next up, Man Research Clapper. When I think Clapper, I think of that image of Noodle when she's like that, or something like that. I think that was for Demon Days. Oh, she's kind of like that with her hands. But this is the one where I'm listening to it to. Oh yeah. He always says that. And when you hear the part, like it sounds like ow, or I don't know how to explain it, but it sounds like Murdoch a little in this song to me. But for Man Research, it's a C tier, and I put it lower. I like New Genius Brother a bit better in the C tier for the tiebreaker. But I have nothing much to say. I mean, for the ones I love, I'm gonna explain a lot, but for these, it's just C tier. I don't have much to say for it. it's just how the song comes off to me. I can't really explain it. So that's man research. Okay, next up is Punk. You know, I want to explain something, but I think it'd take too long. Just like how I imagine the music video to be. I'll just say it in a nutshell. Like, you hear the instrumental, how it's rising. It's like faded out and it's fading back in. And everything's like rising. It's hyping and getting louder. It just reminds me of Gorillaz, like they're walking on stage. They're about to get ready to perform. And then boom, the beat hits. Punk. You ready for this? You guys can get surprised. Is S tier. I give this S tier. Nothing is wrong with it. The only thing is that it's too short. But 5/4 is better since it's longer and I like the beat better. But with Punk, it's in the name. It's Punk. Is everything. Nothing messes up with the song. Just the beat. If I did that right. The clap. Everything in the song. Nothing gets it wrong. It's just it's kind of short. Which people are like, why is it S tier? People probably bash me because it's a small song, but it's S tier. I love this one. Every time. Hypes me up. Makes me drive faster. I usually listen to all my songs when I'm driving in the car. Or doing art. But this one will hype me up. Guaranteed. Punk. S tier. And it deserves it. Next up is Soundcheck Gravity. Reminds me of the song Fireflies. From the Now Now. Like imagine if you could piece Fireflies with this song. Like at the very end of Fireflies. Fade into this song. We can hear, I don't know if that is Fireflies, but that'd be a cool fade in to do. Yeah, I never thought about that. That looks pretty. I like that. I might have to test that out myself, but for Soundcheck Gravity is C tier, and it's all the way in the back of the C tier. When he's singing, but then it goes into that like DJ back forth, or it's the part after he says gravity, and then it's like it just gets into the instrumental with the guy in the background. It just misses for me. C tier almost. No, it's C tier. It doesn't almost get D tier, but that's all I have to say about that one.
All of which makes me anxious.
All right, next up is Double Bass. This one was kind of a, you know what do they call those things? Teeter-totter? Or those things in the playground where it's like up, down, up, down. One person on one side and vice versa. And they go back and forth. This was either B or C tier, and I put in the C tier, but it is the top of the C tier for the tiebreakers. Little to no lyrics. He says, at times unbearably so, or something. All of this which makes me anxious. Even though little lyrics, I really like the beat. Really good bass, obviously, because it's in the name. Then you got the guitar in the background. Like mid-late of the song. Double Bass C tier. It's good. Good to listen to. This was actually the first. I think this was the first song when I got my new car. Or my first ever new car. And I popped this song in first. I think this was the first song I listened to. And it's a good cruiser song when you're cruising around. So, and then I played Aries when I was on the freeway, but we'll get to that in the future. But Double Bass, C tier. We'll move next on Rock the House. Music video's good, but we're here for the actual music, and it's C tier. I'm sorry to say it. You know, it's good, but it's just very repetitive on the instrumental, which you could say that for every song, for everyone in the entire world. It's repetitive, but it's too repetitive for me. Dell, he's cool. I wouldn't mind if he came back. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just for me how it comes off C tier, and it's kind of in the back. I like the other ones better. People were probably, you guys are gonna bash me, but hey, I respect opinions. Just not negativity, okay? But it didn't hit with me. Sorry, C tier. Then next up, a pure classic, also a meme song I've been seeing with people. It's just the deal if someone's in like a crappy car, you play the song. Because, you know, the Jeep is kind of not really crappy. I don't know. I've been seeing memes of people in like crappy cars and they're driving to the song. It's a cool meme song, but for the real song, and the music video is cool too. For this song, I put in the B tier, and it beats all of them in the B tier for the tiebreaker. Get the cool shoe shine. That's all I have to say. cool shoe shine. But the beat, you could say this beat's repetitive too, but I don't know. I like this beat better. You could say it. You could say the voice is Noodle if you want, because she's singing it in the music video. But yeah, is this the first one? Noodle sang in. She kind of backup vocals at times. But this one's good no matter what. 19-2000. All I have to say is get the cool shoe shine. That's it. And the beat is good. So 19-2000 B tier. Latin Simone. All right, ready for this? S tier. It is the best song on the album for me. The beat, and we'll get to on the G sides when it's 2D singing. And if you look around on the internet, people have put this original version mashed with the 2D version or Damon together. They mash it and it's even better. I wish they kind of did that for the final version. But this song, I think it's about suicide, but I have no, it doesn't hit with me because I was suicidal, but just the beat and everything with the song is S tier. It's the best one. It takes for the, and then I don't know if I said, but for the tiebreaker, S tier, best song on the album for me. The beat and everything, I always listen to the song. It just, nothing fails with it. Nothing for me. I love the song so much. And when I see other people's opinions on it, they like downgrade the song, which sucks. But hey, we all have opinions, and whew, this one is. And hey, man, if we do all the tier lists, what if I put at the end all my A and S tiers, and we do a mashup of that? That would be crazy. That would be very hard, because I already know who it comes down to. It comes down to this song and someone else, but I'm not gonna say. We'll see with Song Machine. We'll see. But when it comes to top Gorillaz songs of all time, this is one of them up there. Top 3, I think. Top 3 out of all of them. God, Latin Simone, amazing tune. S tier. Because the beat, nothing messes up. Nothing messes up. So we'll go and move forward. Okay, I think I could say that. No, because for the G sides. But we'll get to that. But Starshine, D tier. I was going to say this is the lowest one. Well, this is the first one to get into the lower tiers. And this is D tier for Starshine. This one's a skip all the time. It doesn't hit with me. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm speechless. I have nothing to say with this song. It's just, this is just a D tier song. I don't know how to explain it. But let me know what you think of Starshine, because it ain't no S tier. I'll be surprised if anyone puts an S tier. And you gotta tell me why. You gotta give me a whole essay on why Starshine is S tier. But it don't hit with me. Sorry. Alright, next up, a very cool one to listen to on a. It's like 6 p.m. or I don't know what time it'd be for you, but the sun is setting. And you're driving in your car and it's kind of windy. You roll the windows down. This is a good song to play. I kind of been in that moment, and I love it. This is a perfect song to listen to in that type of situation, and that's Slow Country. Yeah, Slow Country. This one's in the B tier, and it's kind of in the back more. I like the 3 other ones better. I like that beat. It reminds me of I don't know. I think of 2D surfing when I hear that kind of white noise in the background. I just think of 2D surfing for some reason. I don't know, and that's a music video. Will we ever see 2D surfing? He could have done that in the Humility, but he was on his roller skates. But maybe that's an idea, 2D surfing in the future, but we'll see. But that's all I have to say for Slow Country. It's a real cool song. Hello! And yeah, I can probably tell my descriptions really suck, but if I really love the song, I'm gonna talk about it a lot. But you know, for songs that are lower, I can't really do that. And then we come to the last song on the album, but we will do the G sides very shortly here. Just checking the time. So the last one to end it all on the album is M1A1. And what's the second letter in the title? That's right, A tier. This is in the A tier for me. The first one to be in the A tier. It's not B, but it's not S. I love the build up and the hello. Is anybody there? The build up. And if we're talking the artwork that fits certain songs, if I can pop it up, this image represents M1A1 perfectly in my opinion. Just the rock and 2D. If I can find, he's like screaming. Like I imagine that being like the music video, just like a keyframe in the music video, and it's that part right there. M1A1. It's a good build up. It reminds me of Punk a little, just with the everything. It goes all in, the drums and guitar, all of it. I love it all with M1A1, but not S tier. I don't know, it's just how the song comes off, you know. I could usually say, you know, it can improve like this, and then I wouldn't really want to say the vice versa of it can disimprove. No, every song can improve, but with this one, you know, it's just how it is. You can't really improve it. It is what it is. An M1A1, and doesn't he say something about Gorillaz in this one? Gorillaz having a good time, or I forgot. Gorillaz on the beat, or he says something like that. It's pretty cool. But M1A1 in the A tier, not cause it has the letter A. I just did that for fun, but it really is A tier for me. Okay, then for the G sides, since there wasn't no official like bracket, I'm sorry, I drank soda, so I'm kind of like pausing for seconds for some reason. But since there was no official bracket tier list for the G sides, and not gonna lie, I didn't want to make one because I want to make the video, and you guys deserve more videos right now. I just went on a blank site and just typed it in myself. So we'll go from down to up in this one, so it's more hype. So let me see here. Oh, let me just say an honorable mention. This song didn't make. I think it was gonna be part of G sides, and this is kind of when if we get to Plastic Beach, songs that don't really have a. Like, we heard a couple snippets, but we don't have a full song of it. I'll still, if it was from the era, because I think this song right here I'm going to recommend is called 911. Just look up 911 Gorillaz plus D12 featuring Terry Hall. I think this was supposed to be for G-Sides, or the first self-titled album, but it didn't happen. So songs that have like snippets will still be included in tier list. So, you know, Heartbeat, that was supposed to be for the Now, and we'll get to that in the future. You already know where I'm gonna put that. Just based off it's what 30 or a minute, 30 seconds or something like that. But the honorable mention 911. Listen to it. The beat is really good, but I don't know where I'd put it on the tier list, but just an honorable mention. Okay, here we go. There is a song in the F tier for the G sides, and that is the Rock the House radio edit. When I first got G sides, I popped it in my little CD player in my car. It cuts the music. It cuts the F-bombs and I don't know what he says. Pretty sure he says the F-bomb or B-bombs in there too. But like when there's radio edits, I hate radio edits. So it has to be F tier. Just because of that. I don't like when you cut bad words. It's part of the song. Don't cut it out. But that's why it gets F tier. But if it's Rock the House, then I already put Rock the House, what was it, C tier? So, but since it's a radio edit, I hate when they cut. I hate radio edits. I never listen to the radio. I listen to my music only. That's why it's F tier. Then we move to D tier. There's nothing in the D tier. Then I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this in the editing phase. We'll go to my C tier. I'm gonna start all the way to the right, to the back of the C tier, and then we'll go who the tiebreakers and who's the best of the C tier. So all the way in the back is Dracula. Dracula's really cool. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I think I know at the top of my head. He said this is good for the blood. Just recently, a fan did a little, you know, Murdoch and 2D. 2D's in the bed. If I can find it, Murdoch's the Dracula, and he's like saying this is good for the blood, like he says in the lyric. It's really cool. Yeah, my descriptions suck. I'm sorry, but Dracula C tier. All right, next up, Clint Eastwood, the different version. I remember I went to it's like a local bar. They had a jukebox. I was looking for Gorillaz songs, and I was like, hey, let's play some Clint Eastwood. But they played the G sides, and it didn't say it was G sides. So there was just two Clint Eastwoods, and I had to pick one. So I just, okay, we'll rock with this one, I guess. I wanted the main one. This one, the beat changes a bit, and you got different people on it. I'm sorry I forgot the names. Yeah, I should say right here. Featuring, we'll say featuring. Phil Life Cypher version. That's what it says. The beat gets changed and it sounds kind of better, a bit better. But C tier. The next up is Faust in the C tier. Let me see. Okay, it's the one that's pretty relaxing, and then you have who you could say Noodle is near the end there. You could say if you want. I mean, she's the main cover, kind of in the front in the G side, so you could say it was her. It's up to you. Which, let me just say real quick, Noodle phase 1 is probably my favorite phase of Noodle. I'd probably say she's the only one that really aged. And then with Murdoch, he just turned greener, which I would say, and we'll get to him later, but for him, whatever, his dark green, yeah, well, maybe for another time. But Faust, pretty cool. And then for the top in the C tier is the 19-2000 Soul Child remix. That one's really cool. Yeah, my descriptions suck. I mean, with that one, you just say it's the music that we choose. But yeah, I like it. And I've heard that song in stores too. They play just last night. They were playing Dare in one of the stores around here, so that was actually pretty cool. Then we move into the B tier. All the way at the right side is Suzuki Method. Is this the one that goes how I think it goes? I'm pretty sure. I think I know. Beat. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. Then the next one, I think I don't know. This one could grow because I really like it, and it's the next one in B tier is 12D3. No, it doesn't get D tier just because it has D in it. No. No, this is B tier for Bear. 12D3. They should do more songs about the characters, and this one is about kind of 2D. People think, it's kind of stereotypical because, what does he say? Give me a keyboard and a dictionary or something like that. What was it? What did I just say? Stereotyper? I forgot. But like they think, he plays the keyboards and vocal, so they think, that's what they think of him. He's just a keyboard player. That's why he says it in the lyrics. I don't know. That's what I heard, some comment about that. But 12D3, do more songs about the characters. That'd be pretty cool. People already say, Pac-Man represents this character and for Song Machine and all that, but 12D3 is definitely 2D, hands down. I think whenever they end Gorillaz, which it's gonna come, but sad to say, but if they end Gorillaz, the last 4 or 5, if you want to include Ace, but we'll say 4, the last 4 songs should be about, each song will be about the character. So Murdoch, we'll probably end it with Murdoch because he was the start, so make him, just call it Murdoch, and it's the very end. It's the end of the album, the end of the Gorillaz. That would be pretty cool if they do that. Song about the characters. And obviously Murdoch's would be more bass oriented because he's the bass, and that'd be a really cool idea if they do that. The next up in B tier, Hip Albatross. Oh, I totally got the Suzuki and Hip Albatross mixed up in my head. B tier. Then the next one, Ghost Train. Ghost Train's really good. Could probably grow up to A maybe, because that one's perfect for this high octane, high energy type of song. I love that one. Then the top of the B tier is The Sounder, which is that the one I think it is. I need to listen to it. Hang on real quick. Yeah, it is. The reason I like that is Damon, or 2D on that one. Sounds really good. And then the what was that, ukulele in the background, and it's the beat part. I love that one. But yeah, The Sounder. How to make that cut, because I really need to drink water when I'm doing all this talking. And then for A tier, no one's in the A tier. And then if you already know, who's in the S tier. Do you know all the songs on G sides? You already know Latin Simone, but I put 2D's version. Still S tier. He doesn't mess it up. He's actually fine. 2D/Damon on that one, so it's still S tier. The beat. Who do I like more out of those two? I mean, I'm mainly, if you didn't know, I'm white/Hispanic. My father's Hispanic. My mother more white. She's got a bit mixed in there too. But what I meant by that is I speak a little bit of Spanish, and I know there's some Gorilla, Spain, Mexico, Hispanic type of fans for Gorillaz, and I speak a bit, poquito español. That's the first time I ever spoke Spanish on this channel. But I somewhat understand the original Latin Simone, but then 2D's version is English, so I understand that the most. Both are good, but in the future, if I ever do that whole S tier and A tier songs, and we try to bash them out to find who's the best, in my opinion, that's going to be a hard trigger to pull, you know, like, who do I shoot? Which one do I pick? That's going to be hard if I ever do that, which I probably will, because that sounds like fun. All my A tiers and all my S tiers for every Gorillaz album, all together in the ultimate video. Who is the best song that stands on top for me? But we'll see in the future when that dreaded day comes and I have to pick my favorite. But that does it for the self-titled album Gorillaz, and we also do the G sides. So next video will be Demon Days, and we'll do D sides. Is that what they call it? Demon sides. So we'll do that along with it as well. As for the fall, I guess I'm gonna have to listen to it because there's one song that I like on there, but I'll have to force myself to listen to it if I can't. Oh, and let me just say, there's like a remix. I don't know if it's an official Gorillaz album. It's just a whole bunch of remixes on it. It's the one with the monkey on it. I'm probably gonna skip that one because I mean, I have no opinion on those songs. There's like 2 I like on there, so I'm probably gonna skip that album because it's just a remix album. Yeah, we're just gonna do the main ones. I think I'll do the fall if I feel like I have an opinion on any of those songs. If so, that's gonna be a short video. I feel like this is way too long of a video. I'm dragging it out. Sorry. Well, you guys, I don't know if you guys like these videos. Let me know if you like the longer videos. But I'm trying to keep it relevant and not try to ramble. So that was the Gorillaz self-titled album. What do you think of this album? I remember in the past this used to be my favorite album, but now it's not no more. I'm not gonna say which one is my favorite yet, and we'll get to it in the future. But let me see here, and also that was also the G sides. I'm just trying to think of how to close this up. This was fun. We're gonna keep going to the future of Gorillaz, and I think the next one will be Demon Days. So link in the description below, guys, for my Twitter, because I don't have the post feature on YouTube, so we have to do it over on Twitter. And you get dibs first, you know. You get like, sorry, news. So tired. You get news and all that. I'm just talking so much. I'm kind of tired. Okay, we'll cut it here. I'm gonna have to cut like the past like minute because I keep saying the same thing because I don't want the video to end. But I do hope you guys like, subscribe. 400 subscribers is a lot. It's amazing. No special. My opinion, like. Specials start on like 1K in my opinion. So if I get 1,000, you'll see a special, and we'll see what you guys want. But keep it here on Randomz, guys. Leave a comment below of my S and A tiers, or my whole list if you want. I'm curious to see where you guys put my S and A tiers in your tier list and your thoughts and opinions. We'll see you guys in the future videos to come. Peace.